Thank you for tuning in to the best parenting show on the internet, Post Daily Dose.
It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post. It's the Post. The Post Daily Dose. It's the Post. It's the Post.
Hey guys, this is Kristi, Saul, the co-founder of the Post+Institute, coming at you live straight out of church. Well, actually, I had a little detour because we're giving everything away. Well, so here's the thing. Marley has a whole bunch of stuff, my daughter, from the past when she had these different things as hobbies. And in the past, she's sold them through various places and used the money for new things that she loves. So this year, she decided to give it all away. So I've been going through boxes and boxes out of our garage and slowly but surely listing them on social media and having people just come pick stuff up for free, which has been really kind of cool. And I'm just astounded at both of my kids and how generous they are. So that's just a sidebar of what I've been doing. So I hopped out of church, had to come over because I had lots of people waiting on things at 1:30. So I had to take care of that before I could come on live. And then I got to put on my comfy, so that was nice. But here's the message that I wanted to talk with you guys about. And hey, Shelby, Shelby Dawn, it is so good to see you watching. That's really awesome. So one of the songs that we sang today in worship was a song that, I mean, everybody loves this song. It's I don't know how old it is. It's been around for a few years, probably, I don't know, I'm just gonna guess maybe like 5-6 years. And the lyrics, it's kind of out of my range, so I will spare you my singing. But it's the story of how God chases us down and climbs every mountain and will light up all of the darkness just to come find us, just for you. The overwhelming, never-ending, reckless love of God, it chases me down and leaves the 99, and it's referencing leaving the herd to come find that one lost sheep. And what it made me think of was how in parenting, and especially parenting children who come from tough backgrounds, that there are significant walls, lots of fear, lots of barriers because of things that have been done to them by people who said they loved them. So I'm thinking about, especially about children who come from abuse, neglect, traumatic, humanly inflicted trauma, and how guarded those children are. And I think about, even recent stories of teenagers who had been in the system for long periods of time, and coming into a family home after being in years of treatment center treatment because families weren't available for them. And how those children have said, and they're just, they may be 16 or 17, but in my heart of hearts, they're still really children because they're functioning most of the time at a place that's much younger in their emotional development. Brian says this, he says, treatment centers don't raise children, they just get older. That's pretty big, isn't it? Bree says, religion is child abuse. Well, maybe you've had some experiences of that. It's not been my experience. I know there are a lot of people who have a lot of church hurt, for sure. And that there have been a lot of hurt. There have been a lot of people who claim to profess Christianity who have done lots of harm to people. So that's definitely some truth in that. So those are individual people, and there are also individual people who don't. So I don't like to try to overgeneralize and try to paint a picture that everybody who believes a certain kind of way also acts a certain kind of way. But what this song though made me think about was these kids who've been through so much hurt, and they come into our lives and they really are needing that to be chased down. They are needing people to climb the mountains. They are needing us to be the light in the darkness, and that as humans, we are flawed because we get fearful, because we have our own rejection wounds. And so when they reject us, it hurts. When they don't respond to our loving efforts, we get upset. We feel abandoned. We feel rejected. We feel all the same things that those kids are feeling. So I guess my message today is just knowing that for me, without a higher power, without being able to tap in to supernatural peace and supernatural love, it's really difficult to walk this out with people who are really, really wounded. And this song really pointed that out to me. And then I started thinking about even older people, like, just because, I'm talking about children, but wounds, they don't just magically go away because we reach a magic age. We don't just hit 18 and all of a sudden I'm not wounded anymore because I'm not a child. The wounds can still be very powerful and can have a tremendous effect on our relationships with ourselves, our relationships with other people, our ability to function in the world, our ability to tolerate the kind of stress that's out there in the world can be so overwhelming when we've experienced trauma. So it's a big deal, isn't it? I think about, perfect love cast out all fear. Thank God for that. God's love is the perfect love. So as a human, for me to strive as much as possible to step in that path, to stay in that vibration, to stay in that lane of love, is something worth striving for, because I'm just human, and we get so confused. We get so confused about what love is, what it feels like, what it does, because we've gotten so far away from it in so many ways. April says, even my 33-year-old foster daughter, who is in 24 foster homes now, she's dealing with how her trauma is affecting her parenting. Yes, of course, April. Yeah. She's breaking generational wounds by keeping her children and by doing her best to raise them. I hope that she is supported. I hope she's able to do it. I hope that their family's able to stay together through it all. That's a big deal. When you don't have a secure foundation to be working from, it's really difficult. And so, April, I'm just, in my heart of hearts, I'm just sending out love and prayer for her wherever she is and for her children. I hope that she's surrounded by good people, because that makes a big difference. Who we're walking this life with makes a really big difference. And so I hope that she's surrounded by people who are able to build her up and strengthen her in her job of being a parent. And you as well. So, you as well, because obviously you're still connected. And so I hope that we can all understand the fear and that gets activated. I hope that we can understand where it comes from, that pre-birth and early life trauma has a tremendous impact on how our mind-body system develops. It takes a lot of effort. Healing takes a lot of effort. Doing something different than what was done to you takes a lot of effort. Being able to continue to strive for love when so many horrific things have been done in the name of love takes a lot of effort. So, yeah. That's my message for today. There are people who need us to be mature adults, who need us to cling to something greater, because as humans, being able to love in the manner that some of our children need, to be that overwhelming never-ending, reckless love in the life of a child is something that we're probably going to need help with. And so hopefully we're surrounded by good people, and that we're also tapping into the greatest source of love that we know. I think that's it for today. Thanks for being with me, guys. Much love to you all. I hope that the rest of your day is beautiful. I hope that you can take a minute, and whatever the scene is around you, you know, everybody's family scene, we call it the secret life of the family, right? It looks different for everyone. You know, your family may be that loud, chaotic, zany family, or your family may be that quiet family, or you guys may be out and about, blowing and going, or you may be home just relaxing by yourselves. Whatever your scene is, take a minute. Just take a minute to think about all the things you have to be grateful for, and I hope that you're able to find them. If you're in a tough spot, I hope you've got people to reach out to. If you're with your family, to be able to let the love that you have for them to just shine from your eyes, to just, you know, remember why we're in it, right? And just to let the love we have for one another shine from our eyes so that our loved ones can feel our love. And remember what Brian tells us: in any given moment, we can act out of our same blueprints of stress and fear and overwhelm. Or we can take one, after you get the one breath, I'm just telling you, get the one breath, one deep breath, and just try to slow your mind down. And another deep breath, and another deep breath. And from that place, once your brain's a little more calm, from that place you can choose love. Much love to you guys. I hope you have a beautiful evening, and we'll see you guys tomorrow.